VAFA TV at VAFATV.com.
Hello, welcome to the Division 2 Grand Final preview. I'm joined by the Division 2 scribe, Brenton Mann. Brenton, it's the Grand Final we wanted. St Mary's, the Legion and Kew, the two best sides all year.
Certainly is, and there's a bit of animosity, I think, after the semi-final. I think St Mary's getting over Kew for the first time this year, and I think it's going to be a cracker.
St Mary's, of course, won through against Kew a couple of weeks ago. Kew coming through the long way this time round, despite finishing on top. Just quickly on the preliminary final, they were made to work all the way, Kew, weren't they, against Old Eltham?
They certainly were, and it was Andrew Brazzali in the last quarter just carried his side over the line. He kicked 7 for the day, and he was just enormous.
So Brazzali, he did well in the grand final last year, so obviously becoming a big game player for the Kew Bears. Do you see Kew reversing the second semi-final? Of course, they beat them twice earlier in the year.
Well, Andrew Brazzali, he's averaging 5 goals a game in this final series. He's going to be the one key factor for Kew that he's going to get him across the line. I think they can, but they're going to have to stop St Mary's in the midfield. Their midfielders tend to push forward. They get a lot of goals through the midfield, so that's where they're going to have to be stopped.
Fast starts is what it's all about for St Mary's. They've got away from Kew both times in the home and away. Kew eventually overhauled them. They'll be wanting to watch that, Kew.
They certainly are. They're going to have to. It's going to start in the middle. It's going to start with. I think they've got the ascendancy in the ruck, but it's going to be their on-ballers having to stop St Mary's around the packs, and the stoppages are going to be key.
Who's going to win and why?
I think Kew will win by under a goal, just because of Brazzali, and I think going the long way is going to help them. It's going to highlight deficiencies in their game, and they're going to be right on.
So Kew to win by how long? By a goal?
Under a goal.
Fair enough. It's going to be a close one. It's going to be fantastic. The Division 2 Grand Final. We're looking forward to it this Saturday.
VAFA TV at VAFATV.com.